Hi everyone, this is Miss Josie, and today I'm going to make ricotta cheese. You're going to need 1/3 cup lemon juice, 1/4 cup distilled white vinegar, and a little bit extra just in case. 1 gallon of whole milk, not ultra pasteurized or ultra heat treated. This is very important. 2 teaspoons of salt. So I've got all of my ingredients ready to go. My measuring things, and very important piece of equipment, my colander and extra fine cheesecloth for draining the mixture. So I already have mixed together the 1 gallon of whole milk and the 2 teaspoons of salt in this Dutch oven right here. It is heating up over a medium heat, and I have a thermometer in to monitor the temperature. My target is 185 degrees. While this is heating up, I'm going to use a rubber spatula to stir it gently and make sure that there is no sticking on the bottom of the Dutch oven. So while this is heating up, I'm going to make sure the rest of my ingredients are prepared. Got my equipment and other ingredient ready. This bowl has my 1/3 cup of lemon juice and 1/4 cup of distilled white vinegar, and this colander has been prepared with 3 layers of cheesecloth, and it's going to set in a clean sink. So when we're ready, this is where we will drain our cheese. Okay, we have reached our target temperature of 185 degrees. So I'm turning off the heat, and now it's time to mix in our curdling agent, and that was the lemon juice and the distilled vinegar. I'm going to stir it in slowly and continue stirring for about 15 to 20 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, once this is fully incorporated, which it looks like it is, you can see it is starting to curdle already. Those milk solids are separating from the whey. And now we get to let this sit for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we should be at a point where it's fully separated, and if not, we'll begin to add a little bit more vinegar. It's been about 10 minutes, and now it's time to check and see how our cheese is coming along. I'll take my spatula, or my scraper, and see how the curds are looking. What I'm looking for is a lot of curds, which I'm seeing, but I'm also making sure that the whey, and that's the liquidy part, is looking really clear, and it doesn't seem like it's very milky at all. Sometimes it can be really hard to tell if you need to add more vinegar or not, and just to be on the safe side, I'm going to do that. Adding more vinegar will bring out any additional curds that might still be hiding inside the milk somewhere. So 1 tablespoon at a time. I'm going to add some more vinegar. That was 1 tablespoon. I had it already measured out. And once again, just like before, I stir to incorporate it fully into the mixture. And now that I've done that, I am going to wait another 3 minutes to see if I can get some more curds to form. Looks like our curds and whey have completely separated from each other, or as much as we're going to get, so it's time to go ahead and separate them. I've got my colander in the sink lined with 3 layers of cheesecloth, and now I'm going to very gently, slowly pour in the cheese. Now you can see that the colander and the cheesecloth is allowing the whey, the liquid part, to drain through, letting the curds inside remain. We are only going to let it drain for about 8 minutes until most of the moisture from around has gone away, has drained out, but we want the center to remain still very, very moist. This is what makes it ricotta cheese as opposed to other cheeses that become very dry when we drain them completely. So we'll give it about 8 minutes and we'll come back and see how it looks. I'm going to very quickly bring this cheese into a bowl that I have prepared here. Trying my best not to let any more whey drain out than has already drained. So here we go. Dumping it in. Now I'm ready to put this in the refrigerator and let it chill for about 2 hours. And at that point, it will be ready to eat with, oh, check it out, this bread that I'm making, which is still working on rising at the moment. If you want to learn how to make this bread, I'm not making a video on that because there's a video already made by my friend Erica. You can go over to Anythink Libraries and you can learn how to make that bread as well to eat with your delicious ricotta cheese. Enjoy!